Mr. Kelly, since the implementation of the Paycheck Protection Program last April, 38 Planned Parenthood affiliates applied for and received $80 million in taxpayer funds meant for small business relief. Pursuant to the longstanding affiliation rules, which stipulate that affiliated organizations are to be considered as one organization, SBA found and concluded that the Planned Parenthood was ineligible for PPP funds and sent letters to each of the 38 organizations who wrongfully received funds and asked for the money back. Despite nearly 2 months of waiting, the SBA provided updated PPP data to this committee only yesterday morning, just one day before this hearing. While combing through this data, though, we find that while 7 affiliates did return their funds last year, the rest fraudulently, at least according to the SBA determination, received the full amount requested. This includes 2 Planned Parenthood organizations who have recently received a second draw loan, each within the last month. These approvals come long after the SBA sent letters concluding that the Planned Parenthood affiliates clearly were ineligible for the first draw of PPP and should return any funding they received. In your testimony today, you said that you place holds on people who were ineligible the first time, and that's supposed to protect and prevent them from getting a second draw. Mr. Chairman, I asked for consent to enter 2 letters from the SBA into the record on their determination of Planned Parenthood affiliates being ineligible.
Without objection.
My question, Mr. Kelly, is has the Biden SBA reversed the long-standing application of affiliation rules in an effort to make Planned Parenthood eligible for first and second draw loans? And how do you explain giving second draw loans to organizations that were initially told they were ineligible for first?
So the first answer is no to your first question. No, we are not changing any rules related to affiliation. And with respect to the issue on the 2 loans, I'll have to get back to you on the specific instances with your committee, because obviously with over 8 million loans in the PPP portfolio, there's a lot to consider. I will say, in reference to any loans that are received a second draw, there was a hold population created in the fall of 2020 by the agency under the previous administration. Those hold codes do include affiliation designations. And so without knowing more about the particular instances of the individual loans, I can't really speak to that, but I can assure you that we are following the affiliation law and will do so.
I guess my point is that there really is a significant contradiction here between people being ruled ineligible and then getting a second draw. So we really would like a very specific answer. How did 2 organizations get a second draw when they were determined to be ineligible to begin with? Because in your testimony, you did say there is a process for those ineligible to then be targeted so they can't get a second draw if we've already told them they weren't eligible for the first draw.